welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping right in today, looking closely at a really eventful week for content creator DSP. We'll be going through their own words from recent streams and podcasts.
That's right. We're aiming to understand the whole picture, the personal struggles, the platform stuff, that complex relationship with the audience. It's all straight from the source.
And it really gives you a window into the pressures they face.
Definitely. Especially this past week. It really shone a light on some significant dynamics.
Okay, so let's start with the beginning of the week. There was this unannounced absence.
Right. No streams for a week.
And the creator was very clear, saying it was no party, no vacation. They used some strong words, horrible stuff, personal stuff, insane stress, dark shit.
Even called it one of the worst weeks of my life. Clearly, they were going through something serious. In the thick of shit, as they put it.
And they didn't share details at the time.
No. And they explain why. It was a deliberate choice for protection for personal reasons. They mentioned this vortex of literal losers, these online, crazy, mentally ill stalkers.
Ah, the detractor issue.
Exactly. People who they feel feed off of me and need me to be relevant. They even claimed that these detractors saw a huge drop in viewership while they were gone.
Interesting point they made there, suggesting a kind of dependency.
And they did appreciate the genuine concern from actual fans, but needed that privacy barrier.
It's a tough balance. But then, the return. After calling it one of the worst weeks, they jumped straight back in.
Instantly. Kick off a full week of streams.
Which feels like a big contrast to how they usually talk about needing routine, needing a schedule. That week off threw things into chaos, they said.
It really did. But, it says a lot about maybe the pressure, or perhaps just how much they value the work itself.
How do you mean?
Well, they actually described being back on stream as way more like a vacation compared to the awful week they just had. They talked about enjoying the games, the audience interaction.
So streaming is the escape, in a way.
It seems like it, yeah. And notably, even while they were gone, the moderation team kept working.
Right, managing comments, keeping the channel going.
It just shows you the continuous effort needed, even when the main creator is offline.
Okay, so that intense experience leads right into the content. How did this manifest in the games they played? Let's get into the gameplay. They were back on Death Stranding 2. On the beach, PT.
Yep, PS5 Pro. And diving right into the details, collecting things like an antique record player, noble rot wine, typical Death Stranding stuff.
Upgrades.
Yeah, keen on upgrading the truck so it picks up items automatically.
Yes.
Saves time,
Makes sense. What about the core mechanics?
Well, they highlighted this 1-star per delivery reputation cap. Apparently the game doesn't spell it out clearly.
Ah, so you have to figure out the best strategies.
Exactly. Their approach was story items first, then the optional cargo separately to maximize that reputation gain.
Smart. In combat.
They prepped for a difficult fight, got new shotguns, blood packs, but overall, they found the boss fights pretty easy.
Easy enough to play Ripper or Drunk, apparently.
Yeah, that was the quote. Maybe a bit of showmanship there or just confidence in that game.
Could be. They mentioned an epic boss fight against Higgs.
Yeah, Higgs and his giant mech. But again, super easy with the upgraded shotgun, they said.
Huh. And there was an Easter egg, too.
A secret dance party in the private room. It seemed like the real doll man voice actor even made an appearance. Little fun discovery there.
Nice. And progress-wise.
Still in Chapter 3, they think they're maybe not even a third into the game. It's a long one.
Okay, switching games. Grand Theft Auto The Fourth with mods on PC. Big focus on visuals here.
Huge focus. They said the mods make it look amazing. Actually claimed it looked more visually interesting than GTA 5.
Wow, really?
Yeah, enhancements to lighting, shading, textures, weather. Mentioned realistic rain, specifically.
And mods can mess with gameplay, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially driving physics. Heavy vehicles become way harder for some missions because the mods add realistic physics and momentum.
So looks great, but plays tougher sometimes.
Pretty much. And they ran into audio problems.
Like what?
The radio and talk radio were unusable. Kept getting hit with content ID claims for the music.
Ah, the streamer's constant battle with copyright flags.
You know it. They also touched on story stuff. Little Jacob, Mikhail, who they called erratic, Roman, and this illusion of choice moment with Ivan.
What was that?
Deciding Ivan's fate. Yeah. Apparently, saving him can bite you later, but killing him doesn't change much. Interesting commentary on game choices there.
Okay, what about fighting games? Capcom versus SNK2?
On PC, the online experience sounds rough. Awful connections, lots of lag, makes finding good players tough.
But they had some success.
Yeah, I mentioned whooping the diamond players recently. Had a specific strategy, low, medium punched in the super. So still finding ways to win despite the connection issues.
Persistence. Then there's American Truck Simulator. That serves a different purpose, doesn't it?
Totally. It's the chill game.
Yeah.
Good for just driving, chatting with the audience. They use a cool wheel peripheral too, which adds to it.
And they're exploring new places.
Yeah, lots of DLC states.
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. Just expanding the map. It's been in the rotation for 2 months straight. They seem to genuinely enjoy it.
It's good to have those reliable comfort games. What about Minecraft?
Still plugging away at the double-decker treehouse project on PC.
Any specific mechanics they talked about?
Using a disenchant table. Farming cattle for leather. Standard Minecraft progression.
And that unique monetization thing.
Oh, yeah. Naming in-game items or animals for a $20 tip. Like a fishing pole named Dennis Rodman.
Huh. That's direct.
Very direct link between content and viewer support.
Yeah.
They also mentioned witches and Endermen being tough enemies.
But Minecraft got paused.
Temporarily, yeah. Reason given, low audience support. That's a really clear example of viewers directly influencing the stream schedule.
Wow. Okay. And Blueprints is wrapping up.
Finally. They called it crazy long. Over 70 hours, 40 parts, took over 2 months.
That's a commitment. Any critique of the game itself?
Yeah, specifically the RNG random number generation. For some puzzles, like the throne room puzzle with the shrine, crown, scepter, gem, they felt it was too strong.
Meaning it felt more like luck than skill.
Exactly. Progression could feel dependent on just getting lucky, which can be frustrating.
I can see that. But they still enjoyed it overall.
Yeah, very much enjoyed it and recommended it for puzzle fans, despite the RNG issues.
Okay, looking forward. What's next?
Big anticipation for Donkey Kong Bonanza on Switch 2. So they're calling it a big release, huge premiere, maybe even game of the year. That's planned for Thursday.
High hopes for that one. Anything else on the radar?
Plans for the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remasters. RoboCop, Rogue City, Deltarune. Also returning to Genshin Impact and Street Fighter 6, but only when Sagat is released for SF6.
Specific character driving the return there? Any games they decided against?
Yeah, Injustice 2, Avatar, and that Kojima del Toro horror game Xbox canceled. Also made a passing comment on Uma Musume, Pretty Derby.
What'd they say?
Called it bizarre shit, but weirdly popular. Just an observation.
Okay, that covers the games. Let's shift to the economics. This seems like a huge part of the stream now.
It's very explicit. Right now, there's this goal. Hit 60 goals to unlock a special segment called DSP tries it Super Chicks.
Super Chicks, like the restaurant chain.
Exactly. They plan to review their menu gourmet chicken sandwiches like Korean BBQ, Nashville hot, crispy avocado, plus sides like frozen custard and fried pezzels.
So a food review segment tied directly to donation goals.
Directly. As of July 13th, they were closed 57 out of 60 goals hit. But they also expressed disappointment with support from Kick viewers.
Host
Mentioned getting 0 subs on the return stream from Kick, contrasted it with YouTube support, and made direct calls for people on Kick to subscribe.
That directness about needing money is pretty consistent, isn't it?
Oh, very. They frame streaming as work, as entertainment, emphasize being self-employed since 2010. You hear phrases like, I need that money, I really, really do, quite often.
And they've been open about financial struggles.
Yeah, discussed a long-term plan involving back taxes that parents apparently paid and having ruined credit. Mentioned possibly needing another job alongside streaming in 5-10 years. It paints a picture of significant financial pressure.
Which leads into how they handle content protection and detractors.
Right. They make a clear distinction. Transformative work, like edited videos with commentary they say is allowed.
But not just re-uploading.
No, raw re-uploading or live restreaming without permission. That's illegal theft in their view.
And they make some strong claims about ownership.
Very strong. Claiming ownership of the content, the income, even the play buttons of people they say steal their work. Pointed to the detractors' alleged viewership drop during the absence as proof of dependency.
Owning play buttons, that's a statement.
It is. They also said parties involved are documenting everything and put out a public notice basically saying, what you're doing will end or it will become mine.
So, hinting at legal action.
Seems like it. They mentioned YouTube's own tools aren't very effective and prefer legal routes over just flagging things themselves.
And they've been critical of platforms too, like Twitch.
Definitely. Cited lower pay, unprofessional, or unfair moderation, and what they see as political bias as reasons for staying away from Twitch.
What about YouTube's new features?
They talked about the new Top Fans leaderboard. It ranks viewers based on chatting, likes, super chats, super stickers.
How does that work?
Super chats give 50 experience points per dollar, apparently. But they also noted the feature might be buggy, causing chat crashes, maybe due to using a lot of memory.
And interaction policies. Any changes there?
Temporarily, when they returned, they restricted chat to people who were subscribed or had followed for at least a day
Why?
to filter out robo-accounts, bot accounts, they said. Makes sense after an absence.
And tips. Donations.
Generally welcomed, but they don't like toxic or drama or troll bait tips. Also pointed out that tips under $4.20 don't get animations.
Which subtly encourages larger tips if you want the visual recognition.
You could certainly interpret it that way. It sets a clear threshold.
So wrapping this all up, looking at this whole week, the absence, the immediate return, the game choices, the very open financial appeals, it's a really intense snapshot, isn't it?
It truly is. You see the personal struggles colliding with professional demands. The line gets very blurry. The constant need for support, the frustration with certain platforms, the battles with detractors, it's all laid bare.
It paints a picture of immense pressure, where the content itself feels deeply intertwined with personal survival and financial necessity.
Absolutely. And it really makes you think about the broader implications. This constant push for connection, for audience support, often financial. How does that affect a creator's ability to keep any personal boundaries, to maintain stability?
That's the big question.
This creator's experience, especially this past week, really highlights that tightrope walk. Engaging the audience, needing them, while trying to protect yourself, especially when your livelihood feels like it's constantly on the line.
It leaves you wondering about the long-term sustainability of this model for the creator's well-being in this very public, very demanding digital space. How do you navigate that tension between personal needs and the relentless demands of the platform and audience?
That's the lingering thought. It's a fundamental challenge for so many creators today.